Hi friends, welcome back to another episode of my Christmas decorating series. If you're new here, I'm Stephanie and welcome to my workshop, aka the kitchen table. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing a look at my mantle decor for this year. I used some elements that aren't necessarily Christmas pieces to achieve a very whimsical and cottagey feel. I'm also sharing how to DIY some really inexpensive cottagecore-inspired ornaments, and just to look at the process of where I am and how I go about decorating and getting things prepared to use for decorations in my house. So I hope you enjoy this video. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future Christmas decorating videos, and let's get started. There's a part of Christmas I hate. It is fluffing the Christmas tree. I hate it so bad. Okay, so it took me way too long to get that tree fluffed. That is literally one of my worst things about Christmas that I hate. I'm moving on to the mantle now. I am going to basically do like I do in everything in my life and wing it this mantle. I did pick up a few pieces. I've got this Christmas garland that I got for half off at Hobby Lobby. It's a mix. I don't know. Y'all know I'm the world's worst at knowing any kind of names for things. This is what it looks like. It is very pretty. It has some red berries in it, some, I think I want to call it eucalyptus. Is it eucalyptus leaves or lamb's ears? See, I told y'all, I don't even know. It's just a Christmas garland, y'all. I started by putting this up on the mantle. Now, my TV sits really low on my mantle, so I don't have a lot of room to work with. So I kind of have to hang it off a little bit. And I do that by using some twine and some little screw-in hooks to the wall. I'm mixing in this piece. Now, this is not necessarily Christmas, or it's not Christmas at all, actually. I got it over in the regular floral department. I think it was still 40 or 50% off, but it's just a very whimsical, very like flowy, drapey looking piece of greenery, and I really liked it. It's got a little bit of a lighter green coloring, but once I mix everything in, it looks really, really good. It gives me that, like, I don't know, that very whimsical cottage fairy feel. And speaking of fairy, I added in some fairy lights, just a small strand. I think this was either 50 or 100 fairy lights, and just kind of twisted that in throughout the 2 pieces of garland. So the next piece y'all seen, if y'all saw the video where I shared my plans for Christmas, y'all saw where I picked up 2 packs of this dried floral bundle from Walmart, and I really loved this. This was like my inspiration for this year's Christmas. I also found some pieces of floral pieces from like the fall section, from like the regular floral department, and just kind of play around with it. And I think it turned out really pretty. I just added in some of the picks that I already had. I used those dried flowers that you saw and just kind of added them in, and then some dried oranges that I dried last year. They were almost kind of like caramelized, like a brown burgundy toned this year, and I really like that. It's not so orange. It kind of added in that like warm brown red tone in there. I do end up adding a few other little pieces from the dried floral pack and just like making it super whimsical and just very fun. I feel like this is something like a cottage fairy would have in her house. It's very, I don't know, it's just really pretty.
May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you. Hey. Whatever we do, we alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight.
Okay friends, so the next thing I want to show you is how I made some cottagecore DIY ornaments, I guess you could say. I got some inexpensive scrapbook paper from Michael's. I got this whole pack for $4.99. I'm using some antique wax, some dried or pressed flowers. You can get some packs from Amazon if you don't have your own pressed flowers like I do. And these really inexpensive frames that I found in the Hobby Lobby Christmas section. They were $3.99, but obviously 50% off, so like $2 for the pack of, I think, 5 or 6. And they're not made out of wood. They're made out of like a chipboard or a cardboard type of material, but you can actually use this antique wax and with this wax brush just kind of go over, and it gives it that wood look. I actually made some of these ornaments probably maybe like 4 years ago now. I did some silhouette ornaments of each of my kids for stocking tags, and they turned out really good and they've held up so well. So the next thing you're going to do after you get your little circle frame stained is just get some scrapbook paper. You can use any kind of color to match your color scheme, and just trace the back of the cutout and cut your paper out. And then we're going to just start aligning or, putting our flower together using some petals, or if you've got some larger pieces that you like, you can just use those as well. I like to kind of secure mine down with a little bit of hot glue to keep everything from, not shifting inside of the frame. So once you have your flower all pieced together, you're going to take the little piece of, I think it's like a little thicker type of cellophane, not really like a glass. It's just a piece of little plastic that acts as the front of the frame. And then put it all back together, secure it together, and you've got a really cute cottagecore topped pressed flower ornament for your tree. Okay, so the next DIY that we're going to do is another ornament. I found this box of wood rounds. They're like actual wood slices at Michael's for about $5. I put together some mushroom clip art using Canva. I'll have this one in the description box below so you guys can print that out if you want to try this DIY. So just cut it out, cut as close as you can to each piece of clip art. I left a little bit of white around each one so that I didn't get into the image itself. And then using a thin layer of Mod Podge, just Mod Podge onto the wood round and stick your clip art down like you would if you were, cut and pasting or scrapbooking, something like that. So it just sticks to it like glue, of course. And then you're going to go back over with another thin layer of Mod Podge so that piece of clip art is secure onto your wood round. For this Mod Podge to dry on these wood slices. So the next step is to take some of that antique wax that we used in the first project and just kind of dry brush it over the wood and really on the edges of the wood, trying to give that darken up that wood a little bit and make these look a little bit more worn and rustic. I really like how these turned out. They just look very rustic and very cottagecore like. And I did some in this like lighter tone, as you can see, and then I also did some in this by doing the wax first before gluing down my clip art pieces. And I really like how they turned out. Okay friends, welcome to my workshop, aka the kitchen table. I've got all of my new stuff here, ornaments that I pulled out to go with my new stuff. These are all of the ornaments that I've had in my collection. So I'm going to show you guys what I pulled out to match what I'm thinking. Plus I have my green tote here that has all of my like colored balls. There's some ribbon. There's just all kinds of things in there too to pull from. So this is just like my ornaments and tree stash. Everything else is outside. It's still on the porch in the bins. And then, like I said, I have some new items in here, stockings, and then some things for the kitchen, candles and whatnot that I got. This I got at a thrift store for like $1 or $2, but it was so pretty. But of course I'm gonna have to repair the antlers on there. So I have my new kitchen linens. I picked this bin up because I needed a new laundry basket, and I got some rugs too for the season. So let me show you. Oh, I'll show you too. This is I'm repairing some ornaments. I had to get some batteries and fix those, and I have DIY'd some ornaments. Shared the ones that I DIY'd, and now I have glitter everywhere. So I made these. I don't know, I just kind of like went off of like what was in my brain. So I've got those, and then I showed you the mushroom ones too that I just DIY'd. Here's my living room right now. So my twinkle lights are off. I do have a few ornaments kind of been playing around with. These were so pretty. Let me show you these too. So I got these at a store in town. They are so pretty. They're like a mercury glass type of star. So I only have 2 of those. I've already put them up there. And then I have some of my not mercury, but the amber glass ones. Okay, so that's basically, I'm just kind of like piddling around. I have a couple things. My twinkle lights, I don't know what happened. I have to reset those. The lights never look good on camera. Just FYI, it looks way better in person than it does on camera. So, and then there's my mantle so far. Okay, so let's start. Oh, and I have this little section too of just some dried flowers, and then my little nativity scene that I'm kind of playing around with for the entryway. I still have to DIY project in there as well, but I kind of want to get this tree done. I have a few minutes to work on it before the kids get home, so I'm gonna start putting up some of my ornaments. I usually start with ribbon, but I'm still on the fence about this ribbon. Like, I love this like boho ribbon. I just don't know about it quite yet. I don't know about it yet. So I'm kind of pausing on the ribbon. I thought I would go ahead and start doing some ornament layering. We can always go back in and tuck some ribbon around and move things if we need to. Here's what I pulled out of my stash. So I have lots of mixed metals. These are really pretty. So I got this set of metal ones too from TJ Maxx. They're that like aged. I was gonna DIY some, but I figured I saw this set for $15 and I thought that was a good deal considering I'd have to buy the things or buy the stuff to DIY. So I have these two to mix in. Oh, these are my favorite ones that I got this year. I got them. I wish I would have got more. I may have to go back and get like 2 or 3 more, but they're hand blown like jade. They just, y'all, I mean, look at the colors of my house. This is like, I don't know, I love that. And the iron, or the little aged look on the top. Okay, so I have those. Y'all seen these. I'm gonna kind of do something with the ribbon on there. Pulled out some plastic gold looking ones. Got the mixed metal look. These as well. I've had these for about 2-3 years. I got them where I got these two at and those stars. What else did I get there? I got the stars and these this year. I got these on a clearance sale, so I love those too. So I have 4 of those pulled out. I pulled out some berry balls. I'm not exactly sure if I'll use those. My little green baubles, whatever they're called, baubles set. I pulled out some of these like twine ones. There's some reindeer in there too. And then I pulled out these. These are really pretty. They have some things in there. So I thought that might mix in. So I have these. They're just like a hand-painted glass ones. Okay. And then I have these, which were really fun. I think I got these either last year or the year before. And they're like a white with like mushroom. I don't know. Okay, and then I have all of my new velvet ones. I have these that I'm repairing. They actually light up on the inside and they glow. A little snow globe. And then again, I have red, some metal. I have all kinds of different ones in here that we can pull from. There's some ribbon. I keep all of my ribbon from every tree that I've ever done. Okay, so that's where we're starting right now on the tree. And then I have my box of all of my picks, berry picks, things like that. So, okay, I'm gonna get started. This is the part of the process where I start second guessing everything. Okay, y'all, I really think this like muted gray blue color is like my favorite color. It looks so pretty. It's my workshop back there. So far, it's so weird how the lights make the tree look green. I need to figure out camera setting so that y'all can see the true color of the tree. What do you think so far?
It doesn't look like a Christmas tree.
Not
It looks like
yet.
a Thanksgiving tree.
No, well, it's a Thanksgiving tree, but it's gonna look Christmassy eventually.
It looks more like Christmas. When I think of Christmas, I think of red, white, red, green, and
I'll put this
other
on the back.
colors. Whose turn is it? Do you have a star?
Okay,
Can you
so I have to figure out my next color that I want to add. It looks like I have like a hole right here.
Oh, it's stuck in there.
I do. It's like a big gaping hole. We'll fill that up. We'll fill it up.